So, welcome to Martin Lynch & Sons, the world famous ham radio store on the ham radio channel, where we only talk about ham radio. And this week, no, I can't. I'm sorry, I just can't. Right. So anyway, enough of that rubbish. I couldn't.
What are you up to?
I'm sorry. No, I know you told me I can't do it.
What about the views?
No, I can't. I don't care. I don't care if I have a million views. I'm not going to review a blooming RF generator.
Okay,
noise
fair
generator.
enough. Fair enough.
So welcome to another edition of Something for the Weekend with my pal here, Tony, the sales manager at Martin Lynch & Sons in London, broadcasting to the world. So what have we got, Tony? I see you've been scraping all the prices out.
I have, yeah. We know how much I'd like to annoy you.
Yeah, great, yeah.
Always for customer benefit, though.
Obviously.
So basically, I've chosen 10 items and discounted them. Not nice and easy. Prices made
Well, we're not
lower.
going to go through them all, because
No, I'm
basically
not going to go through it all.
you're going to have to read all the products. But I've noticed one you've got here. This is LDG. They brought out a desktop meter to match or interface with the FTdx101.
Yep.
It's quite a nice idea. So if you don't like to look at all the digital metering that's going on the massive display on front of the 101D and MP, you could sit this on top. It comes with the interface cable, of course. Although for the life of me, I see there's the socket there, and that plugs into the rear apron of the 101 and gives you power, SWR and everything else on that, which is quite nice.
Yep.
So that's one of them. And we've...
Yeah, so I was going to say, talking of meters,
Yeah.
CN-901HP3. Now...
That's a 3 kilowatt one.
Yeah, I mean, these have been around for quite a while, but obviously originally the 801s. Good thing with the 901 and the HP3, as you said, 3 kilowatts.
I don't think people realise how big this is, because it is a big meter, as you can see. It's got a huge display, and the big advantage of Daiwa is that they've always gone for this cross-needle metering, which means you get power and reflective power at the same time, rather than having to do a toggle switch to see. You've got loads of power out, most of it's coming back. With that, you'll see it instantly. So they're in stock, and I know Tony's sharpened his pencil on that one.
I have.
Look at the web.
One last meter.
Going from one from the blind to the ridiculous, the little RS-50 and RS-70, these have been made for 2-3 years now. If you're looking at a portable solution to your operating, and you don't want to take the big fancy meter, i.e. your Daiwa, nearly £200 retail those, consider one of those. They do a 2 metre 77s1, they do an HF and 6 metre one, the RS-50 and the RS-70, and guess what, we've got both in stock. Very, very good value indeed.
Talking of portable, Heil BM-10s.
Oh yeah, the nice lightweight ones.
Nice, as you said, very lightweight. Nice boom mic on there, good windshield on there as well, so if you're out doing your SOTA activities, etc. And whole quality. So, little PTT on there. You've got your clip as well.
These are very light. I mean, some of the people say with the Radio Sport and Heil stuff, they are heavy. Well, they are, so have a look at that.
Yeah, when you're travelling.
You probably won't get 30 years use out of it, to be frank with you, but it is very, very light and compact. Does it come with a little bag? I don't think it does it?
No, not with these ones, no. But you do get, I mean, for example, this one's for Icom, and this one does. We've got some of the older stock, and these actually come with the Icom cable.
Do you have to buy a separate interface sleeve with it?
Not with this
one.
You don't? If it's for the Icom.
Okay.
So, yeah, so you're saving 30, 40 quid.
Okay, all right, so that's the BM-10.
Yep. Audio-wise, again.
Oh, right, the
SP-10s. Now, I don't know what's been going on with the SP-10s, but for the amount of 991As that we've sold, why haven't you got an SP-10?
I think it's because there's a lot of money.
Not anymore.
And I was going to say...
Not anymore.
I think it's purely because it's a lot of money. It's well over 100 quid. The SP-10 is very, very nicely made, and you're going to be on bread and dripping for the next month. But
I know,
anyway,
I'm taking the hit for you all.
I think, in all honesty, they are expensive. They are very solidly made. And if you actually compare it to Icom matching speakers, goodness me, are they a lot of money. So actually the SP-10 is good value. It's even better value with the price that Tony's done it for. A couple of other weird little things here. And we're doing this because Tony's been wandering through my stores and seeing what we've got acres of, and we've got a load of these little MFJ1312DX. There you go, there's a very complicated long part number for a simple device. It's basically a little 1/2 amp power supply, fully regulated. If you've got a scanner or receiver that you want to put a power supply to that doesn't radiate and make noise, then they do a transformer version. And you can always chop that plug off and put what plug you like on it, but they're in stock. In saying that, they also, in MFJ's wisdom, brought out exactly the same part number with a switch mode device. So we've got both in stock.
It will be a bit of a lucky dip.
Be a bit of a lucky dip. I think you're banging these out just under £20.
They are, yeah.
So they're in stock as well. There's lots of others. We're doing spectacular deals on Icom IC-7610s. But there's a radio that's definitely worth considering. Also, now he's got a couple of used ones over there. So look at that. Do you want to dive into?
I think we should do used. It's been ages. So New Year.
Yeah. Or we can go back to the.
No, let's carry on with the amateur radio.
I can't actually. Come on. Right, amateur radio. Where are we?
Right.
FT-920.
Yeah, 920.
The old FT-920. HF and 6 meters. Nice big base station size. Basically, for those of you that remember the FT-840. What is that? That's fallen off something. For those of you that remember the FT-840 transceiver that Yaesu made up until about 5, 6, 7 years ago, maybe they stopped making it. Have we got one? Second hand?
No, that's where the labels come from up there.
Oh, I've just screwed up. Oh, well done, Martin. Right, okay. It's basically an FT-840 in a big box. So if you didn't like the small compact size of an FT-840, then consider the 920. It's really easy to use. And I like big radios. I like miniature radios, but I do like big radios.
And there's still, if you're very, very quick, there is still the 5% off used. All you need to do is type in used 5, so USED 5, all capital letters. When you get to the checkout, apply that to the basket, and your discount will be applied for you. 1000, the good old Valve PA amplifier from our friends in Bulgaria. Again, beautifully made. This is all, look at this. This is milled out of a solid piece of aluminium. There's no cheap tin in ACOM kit, is there? There really isn't. No, they're great.
Beautiful piece of kit.
And support from our original Crazy. Yeah. Which is always great.
Yeah, which is wonderful. Crazy is at the ACOM factory, so how good is that? Our employees are so good, even the manufacturer's nicking them. So there it is, a top band to 50 meg, 6 meters inside one box. Nice digital bar graph display as well. Okay. Next to it, I mentioned 7610s that Tony's done a wild deal on new, but check out a few used ones. 2,800 quid all but £1. And 5% off that? Yeah, I can do 5% off of that for them, yeah. Right. Yep, we'll do that for them. Base station wise, again, 590SGs. Yeah. Used 590SG is the best deal that we do, basically. You can think that's £400. It's £400, yeah. It's basically £400 off. Or if you want a new one, they're 50 quid less than what they were. So £1,450 at the moment. Are we? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. So there's a good deal on those. 756PROIII. I always remember you doing an advert on the back of Radcom. Yeah. £1,500. Yeah. That's it. $14.99. Yeah. $14.99. Yeah. I grabbed the last of the 756 Pros that Icom UK imported. I think it's about 30 of them, and we had a field day with those. They're a great rig. They still are today, and that 899 is a hell of a base station. It's a great price. Mobile-wise, HF FT-891, HF and 6 meters, 100 watts, works with the ATAS, and just superb radio. We've been sending a lot of these new, so they've come back into flavour again. I might even fit one of them in my new little Lynchy mobile next week, you know. My chum Jeff at Blight Motors is going to somehow get one into me. A nice black one. He's found a nice electric vehicle, so when I transmit, the whole thing stops. No, hopefully it won't do. But I can see one of those going in there with a whip on the back, which actually I've already spotted. There's a used Tar Heel over there. I can see that. Yeah, we need a lead for that. We need a lead. Is that what you're missing? Yeah, I did wonder why. So if anyone's got a lead for a Tar Heel 2, yeah, so if you see G4HKS flying around with a big antenna on it, you know it's me. 746, Icom IC-746, HF 6 meters. and 100 watts on 2 meters.
It was 100 watts,
believe.
yeah, 100 watts on 2 meters.
Yeah.
Still is 100 watts on
Still
2 meters.
Still 100 and 599. So if you want a good 100 watt 2 meter multi-mode base station at 599, and thinking 20, 30 years ago, you spend nearly £1,000 on a TS-711, which is 25 watts on 2 meters, and you got all that for £600 and HF6 as well. Ridiculous.
Crazy,
with a nice
crazy.
monochrome display. Another 7610 for £27.99.
Big boys,
Yeah,
just
go on
by
then.
you there,
Oh, move out the way,
FTdx101MP. So 200 watts output, HF6 and 4 meters.
Yes, don't forget the 4 meters.
Everyone loves
Yeah, I
4
love
meters on a
4
one.
metres, I
Yeah,
forget that.
yeah. It's one of those things that people kind of forget and they go, oh, just jump on that. But it does give you the option for 4 meters. It is lower power on 4 meters. However, comes with a nice PSU and built-in speaker.
And again, I'm
standard.
delivering one of those to sunny
You are
Devon
actually
this
to Devon,
weekend.
yeah. If anyone wants to order anything for Devon, don't forget.
North Devon, mind.
Oh, it's got to be North Devon.
Something's beeping. Is that you beeping or me beeping? It's just, yeah, so more 101s coming your way in North Devon. What else have we got, Tony?
DX1200, lovely starter radio or backup radio. Sold one of these today, actually. So be quick if you want these. They are starting to fly out again. $799 for a HF and 600 watt radio. You know.
£200 more than Kenwood were charging for a THD74 a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, handheld.
Handheld or a base station with 100 watts. What
Very
can I
true.
say?
746, got another one
another
here.
one.
Yeah, I've been
grief.
shopping again, Martin. That's
Yeah,
what
I
it
can
is.
see that. Yeah.
So, as Martin said, you know the stats on these, but be quick because they will go very soon.
Yeah, and it needs a bit of a clean, so you have to get old Johnny out.
It will do,
Boy on
yeah.
Sunday,
John will
clean
be
that
back.
up.
He's back in on Friday. So run it
Something a
through.
little bit bizarre. What have we got? It's a bit bizarre. We've got an 8600 here, a fantastic receiver from Icom, and I actually took a call on one of these on. When was it? I think it was
Friday.
Yes, was it Friday?
Friday you took it initially.
That this fellow rang me and said, it's quite small, isn't it? I said, well, it is, but to be frank with you, they don't need to be big these days. But don't let the size of it put you off. But goodness me, it really is a first-rate receiver. In fact, far better than I thought it was. I thought it was like the 8500 and the predecessors. No, it's very, very good. They've really jumped up. $21.99, and there was another chap that rang me up about one of these the other day. I actually forgot to mention to him that we had a used one because he couldn't quite get into the new price, but he bet you we could with a used one. Hopefully we'll see.
We have words about that.
Have words
Martin.
about that.
Yeah, have words about that.
So FTdx5000MP doesn't really need to say anything about that. My goodness me, are they a fantastic radio? And somebody commented on a YouTube channel the other day, thought it was a bit odd that I was promoting the FT-818 Yaesu when, because the stock manufacturing, because they can't get enough supply of components for production use. And I said, well, we're not hiding anything. Of course there'll be a supply of components for rework and repairs over the next umpteen years. And that is always the case.
I think there are a minimum of 10 years that they stay.
Well, it was 7, it might be 10,
Yeah.
but even to the stage, and the reason I mention that, if you haven't owned or looked into the FTdx 5000, these were little miniature TFT displays, I think they are.
OLEDs.
OLED
yeah,
rather,
OLED.
displays that Yaesu were one of the first people to use these in a transceiver, and they popped. Now, this has been out for 10 years. It must be at least 10 years
easy.
old. Easy.
Yeah, easy.
But guess what? We can still replace them.
Yeah.
So that just shows you, back to the chap who quoted on the FT-818 review and the tuner last week, yeah, there's still parts. It's just not enough to suddenly start producing the FTdx 5000s anymore.
Oh, well, talking about 818s.
Talking about
Yeah, if you
818s,
need-
I contacted a certain gentleman in Japan and said, come on, there must be some more 818s. We had quite a few since last Friday, so a week ago. All that lot's gone.
Yeah.
All of them. Every single one. Thank you very much to my American
thank you.
customers.
Thank you very much for
You've
that
been lovely.
kindness,
So thank you very much for the US guys. We've managed to get some more. They found some more, and they will be with us at the end of this month. So if you still want an 818 and you've clicked on the website, but oh no, they're all sold.
Yeah.
Genuinely, the last lot are coming in at the end of January.
Yep. Also, with the 818, if you're looking for SSB filters, we've got a very, very small quantity. Very small YF 122Ss. Yeah, I'd love to have some Cs. The CW ones would be amazing. But yeah, we've got a few of the 122Ss in stock, and it is under double figures. So if you do want one, you've got to be really, really quick and get it.
FT450Ds. Again, 5% off that, so that's going
Yeah,
to knock that
5%
down
off.
to
I know.
600 quid.
I
and
know.
that's
It'll be February soon and we can stop giving away money.
I know,
Martin, so don't worry.
it's always quiet this time of year. It's FT-450D, HF, and 6 metres, 100 watts, and an auto tuner. And no wobbly knobs. Because I say that because, that's a little bit wobbly. But the 450,
the original.
that's multifunction.
Yeah, that's the multi.
Yeah, the original one had very wobbly knobs, and when someone from the factory said, you know, do you like it? I said, well, it's great. I said, but these knobs didn't wobble, and sure enough, the D came out with the tuner fitted, a little bit of chrome here and slightly changed design on the knobs, and they got rid of the wobbly ones, and then they don't make them anymore because they can't make it at that price anymore, unfortunately. 9700s is our B-stock bench.
Yeah, so this is the B-stock bench. For those of you that don't know, we have got a video explaining what B-stock is, but it's basically stuff that's either gone out, come back. They've, you know, someone's, oh, I don't like the way it operates, can I buy this instead? You may have a little bit of a damage on a box, which is this, but as we know, the boxes are there for a reason.
Transport only.
Transport only. Yes, it looks nice, it looks pretty, but it doesn't affect your enjoyment of the radio at all. So bear that in mind. Full warranty as well on these. Got an FTM400 XDE.
Yeah, they're finished, aren't they?
So they're now finished as well, yeah. Yeah, I think the last ones
So
of
this
those
component shortage thing really is kicking everybody.
Not being funny, but cast your mind back to lockdown, and what did we say to people at the end of that year? We said, if you want to buy something, buy it now because it will be affected, and
it really
now
is
it is.
True now.
Yeah, now it is.
Talk about ringing true. This beastie here, sorry, this is Steve. Our wee beastie from upstairs. Steve is our workshop manager. And just to show you that when customers ring and they say they can't work this, they can't work that out, we'll go and sit in front of the wireless, sir, and let you know. So Steve has come down here making notes, looking at some parameters on the 990, which I think we've still got one or two left in stock.
Yeah, and they are the last two.
They're finished. Why? Component shortages.
Yep, they're the last
so there's
two.
another flagship piece of kit.
With regard to that, is that for George by any chance?
Could well be. Which George?
Georgie.
Not Mr. K.
Yeah, George with a K?
No.
Oh, well,
after all that.
I saw the email from George with a K, but I'll say hello to George anyway. So George, if you're, if you're listening, take care, and we'll see you soon, no doubt, in the store. And don't forget, the store is open until 5 every day from 8:30 to 8:30 in the morning. We're here.
I saw that. And also, thank you very much for people that are using our click and collect. Just to remind you how click and collect works, look at our website, choose what you think you want, and you place it in your basket on the website. You press the click and collect button, you then pop along to the store, wander up to the counter with your invoice or even some ID and collect your units. It'll be all sitting here waiting for you, and people are really doing it, so thank you for that.
Yeah.
We're also introducing another extension to that, which I won't mention now, but that'll be in the store in the next 2-3 months. We're working on another system. But don't forget to come in and say hello to us. We have a lot of people in today.
We need to apologise to the couple of AMC club members that were here earlier, because they really wanted to see us doing the video.
They wanted to be in the video.
They did, and unfortunately we took too long getting ready, didn't we? Basically, so my hair and makeup. It was hair and makeup. So,
that's what it was. Yeah.
So I told the AMC guys, and
totally grey hair, Tony. And it took ages with the old felt pen.
It's starting to come through now.
You've seen how much black hair he's still got. It's not fair, is it?
It's slowly falling out as well.
No, it's
not. Also, talking about clubs, don't forget, if you want to come down and have a club evening, you're more than welcome. Contact me. Just email the sales.
Club secretaries. Yeah, give Tony a ring or just email sales@hamradio. Say, want to come down, all of us. We'll give you the free tea and coffee and cake and biscuits and stuff. And you spend all hours here fiddling about.
I've cut back on the cake now. So
have you?
Biscuits.
Sorry, we've got a streamer. That's it, really, I think.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah,
that's it. All the best. Sorry we didn't do the review on the first product, but I just can't do it. I'm sorry.
Take care.
Bye-bye.